Give me a little bit of drink. Hope I don't get no copyright infringement on that. I think no, I don't want that to be there. Okay. Get the best lighting. All right. So uh, just talk for a little bit until people start kind of coming in. This video will be posted later on up on the website after I'm done with it. But for everybody that will be here soon, thank you very much for joining. Everybody that actually just is looking at the video by itself, thank you very much for watching. So today with Dragon Sight Knowledge, what I kind of want to go over, like I said in the description, I want to share some personal stories with y'all, and then I'll be telling y'all how I use numerology and astrology to kind of, uh, excuse me, overcome obstacles in my daily life and how I actually got past some of these scenarios. This should probably be about 30 minutes. I'll probably call it good at that point. So, what's a good story to start off? Here's one personal to me. Obviously, personal story. Um, so one thing in life, right? Um, Life will always keep putting you through very similar situations over and over and over again, and it's doing that on purpose. Because normally, when it's doing that, there's something inside of you that you have to conquer in order to get past that. But it's also like a key. It kind of like unlocks doors for you once you're able to get past whatever that may be. And what life likes to do is, even if you do end up passing, it's going to test you about 2 to 3 more times just to make sure, if you actually, if you, if you understand what you're supposed to be doing. So this is where numerology and astrology comes into play. So, and this one's really personal. I really don't share this story too much out loud, but I'm gonna try to do it respectfully because being older now, I got a different mindset on things. So, growing up, you know, I was definitely treated in a very particular way. Now, at the time, I didn't understand what was going on. The only thing that was really going on in my mind was the way I was being treated was unfair. It did not make sense, for what I was going through, both at home and both at school. Um, there was one in particular person that definitely was the main catalyst of everything that was going on. And I don't want to name no names because I know at some point I might know. I'm gonna have this conversation with my family at some point. Anyway, my grandma, was definitely the main focal point on why I was being treated. Hey, welcome, welcome. She's the reason why I was being treated the way that I was. Not just me, but my brothers also. And it actually led to a lot of bad things in my life. Like I ended up having real severe abandonment issues that I didn't realize I even had until way later on in life. You know, and when it comes to hello, when it comes to self confidence, when it comes to well, thank y'all very much for joining. When it comes to everything, as far as like being the type of man I should have been when I was an adult, I was definitely behind the schedule, and it was mainly because of what my grandma was doing with my family. Now, as I got older, just to kind of like not put everything on her, sometimes people in this world will try to protect their family and try to guide their family in a certain way that they themselves will never see how much they're actually hurting people or hindering somebody else, because in their mind they're only using what they've been taught. And if you start going back in further generations, then thank you, then you start to realize that their access to actual things, how the your mentals work and how it affects people, they get less and less access to it. We have the internet nowadays. We could pop up a YouTube video. Like, I don't know if y'all know about Site to Go. That's a really good place to find some stuff. But see, that's the only problem though. I'm married. Is it Philly Mike OG? Is it that ain't really Philly Mike, is it? Like, I wonder if that's Philly Mike that one does the podcast. That'd be funny. Yeah, no. Yeah, I gotta get these fixed and I'm working on it. I almost look Jamaican. So through all that, right? That at the end of the day, she was a person that really hello. She's a person that really affected my life in a really negative way. Well, eventually I met somebody else that ended up doing the same thing. This is actually I don't have any sense to make popcorn for 1,500 people. Have them eat one piece of popcorn at a time, and there you go. Maybe a couple bags will do. But So later on in life, I ended up going through a 2 year depression where I was drinking myself to sleep day in and day out, bottle jack. That's also why my teeth look the way they do. Just to let you know. Um, so at the tail end of that, I ended up meeting another Marine who we really got real close. Me and him both being Marines, we just didn't see each other at the same time. Uh, he looks like there's too much pressure not to smell like shit right now. But luckily, I actually smell good. My teeth are probably not the best quality though, but at the same time, I ain't out to impress nobody though. I got one person, and I got my son. That's about it. So, what you call it? They came into my life. They helped me out. I moved in with them, and then things were going good for a while. But as things continue, I realized that the Marine's wife, his wife, was doing very similar things my grandma would do. She would end up making it to where she never had the problem; it was always somebody else's problem. And if you didn't do everything that she, oh, thank you very much. It has to be. It has to be. It took me a while to get to that point, and I'll actually show you how I got there. Um, so it got to the point every 3 months it was something I was doing wrong, something I was doing wrong. She was talking crap about me behind my back to everybody, even to my own mom, right? Oh word. um, what you call it? Talking crap to me, and even to my own mother. So eventually, the way things boiled down after about 9 years and things just going south. Unfortunately, I lost my brother, the Marine that I had met. We lost him in an unfortunate accident. I had my hey, lean, word. I can't see without my glasses. What they said, what Velma say? Oh, I already got one though. Like I said, I'm already married. Already married. There ain't nobody else in this lifetime for me. So kept my promise. Moved up to help them out. That moved up to help them out, and through doing all that, she started ostracizing all of our friends. Yep, ostracizing all my friends. The friends that me and my Marine had actually put together in the friend group, and I tried to save it. And then she started doing some questionable things when it came to raising her kids. And I called her out. Then she ended up flipping her whole family against me, like I'm the bad guy. But my son wasn't born yet; he was on his way, and I wasn't playing around. Word, word, exactly. Like and me being a father, I tell when the people that I'm raising around my kid, I'm not going to sit there and play games with the people that's going to be around my son. So I cut it off. She made me the bad guy. That's it. That story. So what I ended up finding out as I learned numerology and astrology, my grandma was born in the year of the goat. This individual that did all this stuff is also, oh word. We're hoping to have a girl next. Hopefully in 2027 though, we gotta give this one time to grow a little bit. My wife down the hill. But so is kind of fun. So the similarity to my grandma and the other lady is the fact that they're both born in the goat years and they're both Pisces. And I'm like, what's the correlation there? Well, goat women like to I know my other brother, he got two girls. Yep, same thing happened to him. But goat women are known for chasing men that have money, or at least getting with somebody that has a possibility of being able to generate a lot of money. Uh, word. So that's what both of them were known for doing. At the same time, too, they are the types to not really fight their own battles. They'll get somebody else to do it. But so they'll get somebody else to do it. And then also Pisces type people, especially women, the Pisces individuals like to kind of what they say pick up strays. So they like to see people that are broken, down in their luck. They like to find people that are vulnerable and kind of lift them up and rebuild them. The only problem is that if a Pisces person finds you, try to help you out, and you start walking to the way you want to walk, that will piss them off. They don't want that to happen, and that's the same thing. That's the reason why my grandma treated me, my brothers, my father the same way, just like that. In the same way that the lady that I met later on in life treated the same exact way, and that got me thinking. But like, okay, well, there's a pattern there, and I could follow it. I wonder if there's more that I could find out. Well, as you get further in numerology and you get further into astrology, you'll actually figure out, even with your own personal blueprint, that there are indicators that tell you exactly how those people will act in that situation. So just like how a goat woman would be and a Pisces woman would be, that's that combo you're going to run into. So a goat woman that's an Aries will be different. One that's a Leo will be different. But if you run into a goat woman that's a Pisces, make sure you know what her motives are. If she's your friend and if she starts talking crap about people around her, she's talking crap about you. If they're there and they always want to help you, they always want to, oh, okay, yeah, I got to pause for the Super Bowl pick, Super Bowl pick. So, due to the fact that my pick did go out the window, which, hey, Philly Mike G, I had it, the Eagles and Bills in the Super Bowl. That's who I wanted. I wanted the Eagles and Bills in the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. I know the Bills are going to make it. Um, but I'm probably going to have to go with the Bills and Seahawks in the Super Bowl, and I'm going to have to go with the Seahawks winning. That's the one I got to go. So, and hopefully our birds do better next year. Hopefully so. But getting back on track, what everything really boils down to is that Bills and Rams, got you. We're gonna have to see. I know, right? Um, so what it boils down to is that I know that a lot of people are told that numerology is bull crap and that astrology is bull crap. It's not. There's things you can find out about this stuff. There's a lot of people dealing with so many bad things in this world and they don't know how to go about it. They're like, dude, I've tried this, I've tried that, it's not working, nothing's working. And then next thing you know, they either get addicted to drugs or end up homeless, or they're going through relationship after relationship after relationship, or they're trying to find some of these red pill dudes or whoever's talking, trying to tell them all this crazy nonsense information that don't make sense. So I developed a plan and a blueprint, and I actually started this school called Dragon Sight Knowledge, which is everything is what the post is named after. This is live one, so I can't re-edit all my mistakes. I'd make a lot of them. So hey, but if you want to find out, like, hey, how come when I try to go in this direction it don't work? I can tell you, I can literally pinpoint exactly where it's at. I can if you have any bit of trouble in your life, I can pinpoint that. And this isn't one of those ones where it's like, oh, for $5,000. No, my school is free. You come in there for free. I will be making charges on some things, but it's not the knowledge portion. That would be stuff that I know only personally I could do for you, and it's to uplift you. Also, at the same time, it's to use your blueprint so you can find out how to solve your problem. So you're not going to be hearing me tell you, oh, just get up and make your bed every morning. What if that's not something that actually helps you out? I'm going to know exactly how you're going to need to hear things. And it's going to be your tools. So when you actually go out and use your tools, they stay with you. They're not mine. It's not going to be how I speak. It's not going to be how I think. I look at your stuff. I sit down and talk with you. It'll make sense with you. And then even then, as long as you're a part of the school or as long as you're part of this channel, you can always come back to me and ask questions anytime you daggone want. Because my goal is to get this information out there. One hidden fact, y'all probably heard me talk about this in videos. We're in the age of Aquarius right now. Age of Aquarius means that the Aquarius is a knowledge seeker. That's why so many people are being way more open to things like numerology, astrology, why they're turning away from religion, because we just left the age of Pisces, which was the age of religion. We left all that. So that's why I'm bringing this to you. In this main video, like I said, I'm going to share a personal story with you. I didn't want to get too into detail because that's just a headache I don't feel like really dealing with at this moment. My grandma did pass, so I never got to have that conversation with her. But it's fine. I'm able to move on past that. But yeah, no, if you want to know your energetic blueprint, you want to figure out how to be your best self, you want to know how to literally navigate your life in the correct way. Even if you're having problem finding love in your life, I'm responsible for like 4 different marriages that are completely stable right now. And all I did was look at the numbers, and all I did was look at the astrology chart. Me and my wife right now, I didn't even know it before we got together, but once I went through our numbers, I'm telling you, there is a way. Like it's once you figure out all this stuff, it'll be like you're playing a video game. Now, granted, it's kind of a little hard not to get too absorbed by it, but it'll be like you're in a video game and you'll be able to navigate life 100% fine. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm gonna come over here and say. So if you're interested in the school, like I said, it's 100% free. I'll actually be doing my quote unquote launch party. It'll be a pretty small one just for the members I got. This is gonna be a Q&A. You get to meet with me. I get to talk to you on a more personal level because on here I can only see comments. I can't talk directly to you. If you go to my school, I'll be able to hear your voice. You'll be able to hear mine. We'll be able to see each other, and I can talk with you direct. I actually like talking more in person. If I can get all y'all in one spot and talk to you face to face, I would love that. That's an eventual goal, but you got to start somewhere, right? But after this video goes up, in the description will be a link to my school, and all you gotta do is click it or copy it, paste it in Google, and it'll take you right there. And like I say again, it's 100% free. The only thing that I got priced right now is if you want a numerology report from me, and which I can send you a video, or I can send it to where I type it out and I email it to you, and it's just $28. And I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find any other person that does numerology that's going to be charging that price. You're looking at anywhere between 80 all the way up to $500 for a numerology report. I'm doing it for 28 bucks, and trust me, I am thorough when it comes down to it, and it's stuff that you can carry with you. And eventually I will be making a class to actually teach people how to do this stuff on their own too. But I post questions every day. I'm highly active in the group. You're not just going to come in there and I'm not going to be there. So ask as many questions. I want to get to the point to where I'm so overloaded with questions that I got to pause the group or I got to ask for help. That's what my goal is. But until then, hey, Philly Mike, dude, I don't know if you're still here or not. Crazy. I hope to see you again. And everybody that came in, and I know one person watching right now. Thank you very much for coming in and watching. I'm gonna try to get more and more on this. But until then, peanut butter jelly time. I can never find the right button to just exit this thing like when it's supposed to. I don't even know what's going on right now. Do I just do this?